Today we're talking about this Skeletool hybrid. This is something that I came up with after I worked on the HOU mod with the Gerber Crucial plier head. I did a video on this one, and now we have the Skeletool head. This is actually from the Freestyle, but I think it's pretty much the same plier head as the Skeletool, so I'm calling this the Skeletool hybrid. Now this one turned out a little bit better than I expected. I was a little bit nervous because, again, I'm using this same tool. I actually bought another one off of AliExpress, the HOU, but it is the same tool as the Felissa that you can buy off of Amazon. These right here are pretty neat. I really love the frame and all the things that you can do with them. Yes, I know that Byberry has come out with a plier head version. Do I have one? No, because Amazon has twice messed up my order. I'm still waiting for both the new versions that came out. In the meantime, I made my own. This one right here, again, has the Skeletool or the Freestyle plier head that I actually put the Freestyle pocket clip on here. I sort of got it backwards, but it actually really works good in the pocket the way it is right here. So I actually like that. I meant for it to be on the other side of the frame, but it works really good right there. Now on this tool, you'll notice that the scales are a little bit different. What I've done is I've actually tried to replicate what Ripstop Garage has been doing for Leatherman. They have been using this 500D Cordura, I believe it is fabric, and then it has a double-sided tape that adheres to it. Pretty cool, where you can just sort of change the colors and do it that way. So I thought, well, I can probably come up with my own. I wanted orange, and I found that a little difficult to find. Now, what I did was I actually bought this orange material off of eBay, I think it was. Then I simply traced it out, and I got it right here on the scales. Now, I noticed in some of the pictures that what they were using was 3M 300 LSE tape. I did the same, and it actually turned out okay. Now, I am having a little bit issues with some fraying on the edges, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I was thinking I might need to paint like super glue on the edges, make it to harden up a little bit. I don't know. I'm sure I'll come up with something, but pretty happy with the scales. Now, going to the tools right here, what we have on this side is a Victorinox style Cyber Tool 4mm bit driver. Now, Victorinox is very expensive. Their Cyber Tool is. This is actually a cheap knockoff that I got on eBay for around $10, I think. One of those imitation of a Cyber Tool. This right here is not a very good. It's not very good metal. I would definitely not recommend getting the knockoff version, because as I was grinding the metal, it didn't even act like metal. I think it might be aluminum, I'm not sure. But for now, it works. Again, this is more like a prototype. Now on the other side, again, I'm doing the same thing where I've got the Victorinox scissors and I actually cut them down to size. I still haven't found the exact pair of scissors that would work really good with this, but I'm hoping maybe eventually. Someone recommended the Nextool Mini flagship, I think it is, scissors. I might try something like that in the future. I don't know. I'll have to see. Then on the other side, I kept these implements pretty much the same. The package opener I really like from the original tool. It does an excellent job. Really nice. Has this file on here. Not that excited about the file, but the package opener, very convenient. Then the knife. I really like the knife. Now, none of these are locking, but it's a pretty nice little knife right here. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's a very lightweight tool. Doing a quick weigh-in, it does come in at 6 ounces, or transferring this over 168 grams. It's not as light as the Skeletool, but almost, and pretty close, just 1 ounce heavier. I think that's pretty cool. I actually don't mind this bit driver on the outside. One of the things I did not mention is that that does give room for the tweezers now to fit in here. So now you can use the internal slot right there as well. Now on the other side of the tool, I can use this ear scraper, I guess it's called. I actually cut off the end and I can use it more like a pry tool or a little screwdriver. I don't really find that ear tool that useful, but this one I think will be a little bit more useful. And when I cut it down a little bit, it does fit underneath the scissors. Now, whenever I do these videos, someone always comments, that is really tough. That's very hard. I could never do that. That's how I felt at the beginning on multitool.org. Actually, there are so many people that have done very great mods over the years, and I was one of you who felt like I could never do that. But hey, on some of these cheaper tools, it's a great way to get out there. Just try something. All you need is essentially an angle grinder, a drill, and a lot of time. That's pretty much what you need. It doesn't take a lot of high-tech tools. You can have a lot of fun doing this. And I would love to see in the future where we would get to where people are actually making their own multi-tools at home, just like people make homemade knives. I think that'd be fantastic. We need to see a lot more ideas in this realm. We need multi-tools to become a lot more popular, just like knives are, so we don't have the same stale designs over and over and over. So I'm trying new things. I would love to see a market shift where there are a lot more new ideas in the future. Let me know what you think. What do you think this tool needs? How would you change it? What would you add differently? And I'll enjoy reading your comments.